So today I decided to post a video. I've seen so many people posting videos on Facebook and YouTube, and they're talking about a gamut of various topics. So I'm usually very reserved and quiet, and I've never posted anything on YouTube before. But I decided today that I would just step out of my comfort zone and post something on YouTube. And I'm speaking to the person who may not fully appreciate their temple. And what I mean by your temple is your body. So I'm a vegan, and I've been a vegan for several years now. And prior to becoming a vegan, I was a vegetarian. And the question that I get from people all the time is, how is it being a vegan? How do you get your proteins? What do you eat? Why did you decide to do that? Is it hard? It's not hard. It's life. It's a choice. I never refer to my vegan lifestyle as a diet. It's not a diet. A diet is something that you go on for a period of time and you come off of it. And usually the results are short-lived. But when you're a vegan, it is a commitment to a lifestyle change, to your health, to your temple, showing and demonstrating that you want something different for yourself. So when I talk to people, I'm very upfront about sharing some of the challenges that I had early on prior to becoming a vegan. I was diagnosed with hypertension. This was probably about 7 years ago. And the doctor said something to me that I will never forget. It was very profound, actually. He said, well, you have elevated blood pressure, and it looks like you are going to need medication. And I just looked at him and I said, well, I'm not really a proponent for taking medication. And he said, well, this is a medication that will help save your life, and you'll be on it for the rest of your life. At that point, I said, something has to change. I was a vegetarian, so I was not consuming pork or red meat or chicken or anything, but I was eating seafood. So I guess I was a pescatarian. But the thing that really surprised me was the relaxed nature of my physician saying to me that I would be on something for the rest of my life. Actually, that was a game changer. It was an eye-opener for me. We do have several members of our family that have hypertension. And I'm not even going to get into the something runs in my family statement, because that's not a statement that I support. I think if you adapt a lifestyle change, a health change, monitor what you eat, exercise, your intake drives your health. So for someone to make that statement, it is not one that I support. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But what I will say, as a vegan, it has changed my life. Now, I'm not trying to say this is something that everybody should run and do, because it is a commitment. It's not something that you jump into to lose a couple of pounds, jump out of, and then gain a couple of pounds, and then jump right back into it to lose a few more pounds. It is something that you are committing to, for me, for the rest of my life. So back to the story about my doctor telling me that I would be on medication for the rest of my life. I said to myself, this will not be. This will not be the legacy that I leave for myself, my family, and I will not have my body ravaged by hypertension, and I will not be dependent upon a medication to sustain my life and have a good quality of life. So at that point, as I mentioned, I made a decision, and my decision was to honor my temple, to honor what God has put before me, to treat it with respect and dignity. And when I made that decision, it was the best decision of my life. So again, this is not something to beat over someone's head, to force upon anybody, but I will say that it changed my life. I take no medications. My blood pressure is very normal. It usually ranges 120 or 118 over 75 or 80. That's actually a very good blood pressure. considering my age. Some of you will probably try to guess what my age is, but go ahead and guess. I'm not going to tell you, but you go ahead and guess. But I will say that it is a life-changing decision. And I hope by watching this short clip that I have inspired someone to think more seriously about their health and their well-being. And remember, you must honor and respect the temple, always and forever. God has blessed us with a body, one body. There are no do-overs. However you treat it is how you treat it. So my motto that I always use is temple love, always. No excuses, ever. Take care of yourself.